Live, here we are. Yes, 5 a.m. just outside of Toronto time. It's so good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Here we are, back again. I mean, give you guys a minute to come on in. Give you a minute, but let us know how you're all doing. Let us know what things you're wearing. Let us know how life is treating you. I got to try, and you guys have been asking me about these Vanilla Sex and Black Lacquer, and I went out in the middle of a snowstorm. It was pretty bad out there. It was coming down hard, and yeah, I got to try some Tom Fords, Black Lacquer and Vanilla Sex. Let us know if you've tried those, but let us know your scent of the day. I'm not in anything right now. Just after that, went to the gym, freshly showered, and just started up this live stream. So I'm looking to put something on right now myself, but I just tried these. And okay, let's start with Vanilla Sex. That's the one I tried first. And they're so stingy, they barely spray anything on these cards. What's happening, Zhao? Yeah, buddy. Good to see you guys. Hang out with us for a bit, you know, late night here. I got a long I got a long night or a long morning to go, so just hang out with us. And yeah. I can't believe you like Black Lacquer. I do. You didn't like it? What's wrong with it? I loved it. Make it short, please. We'll end it as soon as you like. You can just keep scrolling. What's happening? Turn on, tune in, dropped out. Good to see you. Morning drawn by. Good to see you. I'm not, I'm not layering anything today right now, no. Yeah, so Vanilla Sex was interesting. I mean, it was super cold, I found it. Latexy cold. Right in the opening. It was so different than I was expecting. I was expecting something big and warm, kind of juicy, ambery, sweet, very gourmandy. And this is gourmandy and sweet, and it is all of that. But it was so sharp, like latexy sharp, and it was missing. It was cold, and it was missing that kind of warmth. I guess that's something that probably shows up a little after. But it definitely smelled like, it was very cheeky. It smelled like, my initial reaction is, this is very cheeky of Tom Ford. It definitely smells like latex. Like it has this kind of sharp condom feel to it. But also smells like, the vanilla in the opening that's the cheeky part. It's like this very kind of immature-ish birthday cake type of feeling I got. Very cold. Yeah, I don't know. I smelled like birthday cake and frosting and sparkles and all sorts of sweet things, but interesting. What's happening, guys? Pat Lester and Mousse de Sable, awesome. Zhao says Vanilla Sex is incredibly mid. Black Lacquer is the best Tom Ford since the Vert line. Though the standards are low at this point, is still a great perfume. Yeah, I mean, my first impressions of Vanilla Sex was, ooh, this is very young. They're aiming at a very young crowd here. But I was kind of curious to see where it's going, because it's Tom Ford, and I know he's cheeky, and I know he's going to kind of slip in something dirty, but I wasn't able to, like, stick around. I just got a little bit of it on a card here. I wasn't able to spray much. Interesting, interesting, warm kind of, no, I mean, the top was cold. A bit boozy, almondy, very sharp. I found the opening very sharp and sterile and cold. It didn't like, the instant reaction was it didn't pull me in. It pushed me away. I definitely got that. It was a push. It was a push. I found the opening really childish. Like, just, I don't know, my mind went to like it's like an 18-year-old's birthday cake. So this is crazy. And I kind of posted something on my Instagram. I shared a picture of vanilla sex, and I can't remember what I wrote. Oh, condoms and birthday cake. In my mind, it was like 18-year-old birthday. It just kind of reminded me of my 18-year-old birthday. And I got a response from, oddly enough, it was like one of my very first girlfriends, like when I was 18, just kind of responding, I was like, that's so crazy. How does that happen? What are the odds of that? Just as I'm thinking 18-year-old birthday cake, I'm getting a response from somebody that was 18 years old in my life at one point. Vanilla can be incredibly pedestrian in young women. I also tried Angel Share, and I didn't hate it. So Angel Share I didn't hate. I didn't hate the opening. Again, I felt like that kind of pushed me away more than it pulled me in. But I enjoy the dry down more than the opening. I found it super soapy, and again, not what I was expecting at all. Girls love vanilla, and I just think of vanilla fields. What kind of vanilla fields? Angel Share smells like a good fruity oatmeal. I didn't like it. Please try Black Phantom, Killian, one day. Yeah, and then I guess the bottom, I mean, the dry down of it goes kind of warm and ambery, but, and then black lacquer, right? So I spray black lacquer, and somebody had mentioned it in one of my streams, so I already had like preconceived notions. I kind of knew what I was going to expect, so I was really well braced for it, and it was very much on point. Somebody said it reminded them of Comme des Garçons Black, which I have and which I really, really like. So when I was given the blotter, I was like, Comme des Garçons Black. I totally saw it like on the path. This wasn't on a any different path than Comme des Garçons Black. It was very smoky, churchy, woody, cedary, black pepper, incense, ash, tar, very smooth. Lacquer, I guess it's kind of in the name. Where's my bottle? I've always loved black. I have a bottle of black here somewhere. Oh, black. Oh, black, where are you? Okay, you gotta, oh, here it is. Super cedary and incensey. Really good. This is really good. A bit licoricey. This is totally where black lacquer went. This is very sweet. Vanilla Sex is very sweet. And it seems like it's warmed down. It's warmed up. Do I have any Prim perfumes? I don't think I own any Prims. I don't think I have any Prims. I like the Black Pepper in Avignon by Comme des Garçons. I've had my eye on black. I love licorice notes, so I'm gonna blind buy that. Thanks. Which one are you gonna get? Black or black lacquer? I mean, you can probably find this. I'm not sure what black lacquer goes for, but you might be able to find this a bit cheaper, because those Tom Fords are super pricey at 50 mils. I think it was like $500. for vanilla sex. What's happening, Jonathan? He needs to pick up Comme des Garçons Black. Yeah, this is really, really good. Smoky, incensey, churchy, black, tarry, warm, gothic, you know, ambery, very rich, but smooth at the same time. The texture is really pristine, like oily. Black lacquer is unoriginal. Yeah, totally. Because it's been done here first. Are you getting the apricot and black lacquer? I wasn't able to spray it on, Bobby, but I don't remember getting apricot and black. I do know I get licorice. Licorice, maybe anise, but apricot. Are you pulling my leg, Bobby? I don't trust Tom Ford for blind buy. What's your go-to perfume if you're wearing a suit? If I am wearing a suit... Okay, so the last time I wore a suit was my son's graduation. Wait, high school graduation, and I wore Egoist. I wore Egoist with a suit, Chanel Egoist. But I would wear Bois de Portugal with a suit. I would wear Guerlain Héritage with a suit. I would wear Guerlain Bois Mysterio with a suit. I would wear Terre de Hermès with a suit. There's so many good perfumes with a suit. You can wear vanilla you can wear Dior Fahrenheit. You can wear Fahrenheit with a suit. Dior Fahrenheit Parfum with a suit, I think would be awesome. I love gothic perfume. Black lacquer is gothic. Tom Ford's gothic. Yes, and this as well, gothic. I love a good gothic perfume too. What's happening, Dushan? Good to see you, buddy. Guys, double tap the screen. Thank you for liking this stream. Give it a tap. It goes a long way. It helps. Comme des Garçons Black goes for 95 euros, 100 ml, retail, unbeatable price. I need to pick that up. Yeah, it's a fantastic perfume. Very, very well done. You want a colon that smells like bergamot and sandalwood? Coromandel. Coromandel smells like bergamot and sandalwood. I like Cool Water and Eternity. Yeah, I liked those when I was young. I had friends that wore both. Like when those were launched. It's given my in my age way. Licorice is trash. Licorice is not trash. Licorice is a great known perfume. There's so many great licorice perfumes. What do you have that smells like 1970s male locker rooms? Kudos. Check out YSL Kudos. Perfumes are for women, not for men. What do men wear? What do you want to call the fragrances for men? Do they have I mean, will you feel better if we call them cologne? What's happening, Mikey? Good to see Mikey. Joel, good to see Joel. Grey Vetiver is a great suit scent. Yes, I agree. You know what I forgot? I really wanted to try Deodorant Parfum while I was at the mall, but it was closed. By the time I got to the Bay, the shop was already closed. They wouldn't let me in. So I missed out on that. I'll try and go back before the end of the weekend. So I really had my eyes, I was really excited to smell Dior Parfum. My bestie used to wear Egoist. He has the same bottle, 20 years old. Smells good. It's an amazing perfume. Really amazing. That's a good sandalwood. What's happening, Dushan? Mushwar Dushan, good to see you, my friend. Always Dushan before the Pushin. Yes. Robert Platinum, good to see you. Perfume Snobs, hello. Milosh, good to see everybody. Comme des Garçons Black was too gothic compared to Le Lion. What is more wearable to you? What is more wearable? I think Comme des Garçons is more wearable. Le Lion is more challenging, my guy. They didn't miss with Le Lion. You know, they really nailed the brief. They're trying to capture, number one, the king of the jungle, and I think they succeeded. When it comes to designer exclusives, it is probably one of the hardest to wear. So, you know, they weren't making Cubs. Like, oh, it's all look at the Comme des Garçons Black. Everything's peeling off. The paint is peeling off. It's all over me. Look, I think they really succeeded with Le Lion. You know, it's a big, bold perfume. Le Lion, it's in the name. They wanted to capture that Middle Eastern market, and they did. Without putting oud in the name. There's some sort of agar essence in there. Le Lion is not, it's not an easy wear. Cool water is awesome, but it doesn't last. Rodolfo, who loves you, baby? Yet not dead. Good to see you guys. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday morning. Yeah. Recently started collecting, and so far Boss Bottled Absolute is my favorite. What other good Hugo Bosses are out there right now? It's been forever since I've worn Hugo Boss. Licorice is trash, and I also hate musk. Why do you hate musk? What did musk do to you? Any favorite Frederick Malle? Yes, all of them. If you need a recommendation right now, I would say Monsieur. Ambery Vanilla. Actually, Monsieur is an underrated vanilla perfume. Nobody ever talks about Monsieur when it comes to vanillas. There's quite a big lethal dose of vanilla in Monsieur. Shall we grab some Monsieur? Let's grab some Monsieur. Oh, Monsieur, you know what? Monsieur would be competition to Black Lacquer and Comme des Garçons Black. Very smoky, incensey, churchy, lots of patchouli, dark smoky patchouli, rum, amber, vanilla, leather. Men wear cologne, females wear perfume. Cool. Kudos is so filthy it embarrasses me. I didn't know I could still blush. You found it that bad? What is the best cologne? It's usually the one that you like the most. I would love when a female wear perfume that smell like roses. What type? Like roses and what? Spicy roses, woody roses, vanilla and roses. Did you smell Wapasi? No, I didn't. I didn't see it on the shelf. Scent of the day, Terre Hermes Parfum. Love it. I love it, Perfume Snobs. I've been wearing a lot of Terre lately. Give me a second. Yeah. I've been enjoying a lot of Terre lately. I'm a guy and I love rose now that I'm older. I'm a guy, I love rose too, but I love florals in general. I love all florals. I love stinky florals. Tripler, what's happening? In Juby. By the way, I did my first wearing of Amouage Purpose and it's fire, says Jewel. There are a lot of good roses out there. Absolutely. Mr. Eugene. Hello, Abraham. Good to see you. Good to see everybody at 2:55 a.m. Saturday morning. Hope you guys are all doing well. Do you agree that Chanel Cuir de Russie and Amouage Goldman are similar? I've heard more people than I expected say they are the same. I'm not sure that I have ever made that comparison myself. But I know Goldman is a big, pissy floral. I got the chance to wear it a couple times. I remember it being dirty. I don't know if I made the connection to Cuir de Russie though. Anyone else make the connection, Cuir de Russie and Goldman? I know Goldman is much beloved by Amouage fans, and rightfully so. Females wear perfume and men wear cologne. Get it together. Where does it say this? Like, is this a law? Thoughts on Floriental. Is the blum noticeable? Oh God, it's been so long since I've smelled Floriental, but I did really like Rouge. I liked Comme des Garçons Rouge. You're talking about Comme des Garçons Floriental, right? JP, what's happening, JP? Good to see JP in Berlin. Let us know what you guys are wearing. And thank you for double tapping the screen to like the stream. Have you tried House of Argos? I've not. Are they worth checking out? Which ones are good? I like licorice. I like licorice too. Sacred Flame is insanely good. I just bought Carnal Flower a year ago. I really love how damn floral it is. I think I love Carnal Flower. I had to buy. My sales assistant in Toronto, I was like, bugging him so much. Young, his name was Young. The sales assistant at the Toronto counter at Holtz. I used to bother him. So like when I first met him, I loved Frederick Malle, and I was buying so much, and I was like, send me a sample of Carnal Flower. And the moment I was just like, oh my God, I'll never forget the spot I was standing in my kitchen smelling it. It was just like completely blown away. I was like, oh my God, it just so captured me. And I was just like, I need this. I need this in my life. Like, I will do anything for this. This is the feeling I got. Like, I will do anything for this. It was that beautiful. Just like really rich and big and bold and full and meaty. It was a big meaty tuberose. Smelled fresh, like kind of opening a florist's fridge and then getting that blast of freshness. Fresh florals, the fresh air, the green florals, the creamy florals. You just get hit with this burst of energy. Did you mention Monsieur in your top masculine vanillas? I can't remember. You don't remember because I don't think I did. I don't think I had it on the list, and I was thinking of putting it for, maybe a number 11 or 12, honorable mention, but I didn't. Monsieur is a strong patchouli. Yeah, it's a big patchouli. I'm sure there's a ton of patchouli in black lacquer too, just to kind of darken the mood. It's quite inky. Unfortunately, collecting gonna be up on back burner for a while. About to go into surgery Monday for a torn ACL, PCL, and meniscus. Sorry to hear that, bro. Best of luck on your surgery. Hope it goes well for you. I'm late, but I'm getting Musk Ravageur. Awesome. Musk Ravageur is great. I love patchouli. We'll get a sample or travel of Monsieur. Man, Monsieur is a big amber. Big smoky amber, dark tarry patchouli. I want to spray some now. This is I like this a lot, but I like it more than I like wearing it. This would be good. This is a good suit scent. This is a power suit scent. Oh yeah. This is butch. Really, really butch. Butch, masculine, harsh. Very boxy. It's like that Michael Douglas in, what was that stockbroker movie he played? Where he's a banker. Zhao, your reviews are great. I agree, says Robert Platinum. Zhao, your shirts are excellent, says Dushan. Scent of the day, oud for greatness. I smelled black lacquer in Prague last week. Nice varnish smell, but not as interesting as Amouage Opus or Durga's Bowmakers. Good to see Bees. Hope you're doing well, Bees. Yeah, I liked black lacquer a lot, but I've not tried the Opus or Bowmakers. Thoughts on Pierre Guillaume? I don't know what else of his I've tried other than black. Let me know what else he's made. Thanks so much, Robert. Really appreciate that. Yeah, well deserved, Zhao. Well deserved, my friend. Meeting Zhao last year was like, somebody asked me what were your highlights last year, and I was like, after I thought, okay, it was like my son's confirmation, but after I thought, like, what else were my highlights last year? I said Portugal was a big highlight. I really enjoyed meeting Zhao and the whole Portugal crew. Portugal was huge. Portugal felt good for me when I was in Portugal in the summertime. I love florals, Carnal. Me too. I'm a sucker for florals. A big, balsamic, rubbery florals. Carnal Flower has that dirty smell to it. I love it to counter the intense white floral. I find something very meaty in it. Something like it. I can feel it breathing on my skin. Like it's taking breaths, and then it has that nice melon note. Getting packed for a trip to Japan. Extremely excited. Never been. Good luck, bud. Let us know what you're wearing. Do you have Angel Share? I don't have Angel Share. Curious to try Tom Ford Rose Expose. Already heard a reviewer simply put sense that it has similarities with Malle Rose and Queer. Interesting. I thought it was just a reincarnated their Rose de Russie. They're just taking the Russie name out of it. That's the impression I was under. What's happening, Frank? In Absolute Aventus. Don't say it's you. You're in Absolute Aventus? Are you in love with this? I'm kind of surprised to hear this. It kind of like knocked me off my rocker. I was not braced for that, Frank. Oh, I just feel like you just punched me in the gut with that. Absolute Aventus. Why does it feel like that? I despised tuberose until I smelled Carnal Flower. Yeah, lots of dudes don't like the white florals. And I can get it because they can be stomach turning sometimes. What do you think of Dossier dupes? Have you ever bought? No, I've never bought in a dupe in my life. No. Never heard of Rose Expose. It's the new Tom Ford. Goldman is not like Queer de Russie, says Tripler. You sort of look like Mr. Bean. Thank you. You got Nautica Voyage. I do have Nautica Voyage. I have an old bottle of Nautica Voyage. Unless I gave it to one of my kids. I do have one. You got to take my word for it. I do. Why do I feel like I might have given it away, though. I haven't seen it in so long. Very interesting. I do have a bottle, though. Xiao has both and doesn't see the comparison. You hear him layering, shocking. Hey, it wasn't a nasty layer. I mean, this is very forgivable, okay? I mean, I'm not breaking many rules here. What's happening, Antonio Hobson? Just leaving for work. Yes, strain. In 2 minutes will be OG Kush. Scent of the night, Rose de Jamal. Yeah, let us know what perfume you're wearing. Let us know what your scent of the day is. Let us know what your strain of the day is. Let us know how life is treating you. But thank you for double tapping the screen, like the stream. Carnal Flower, Tuberose, Coconut, Eucalyptus. I love the smell. I wear it. I don't care. Tuberose, Coconut, Eucalyptus. How about melon? What's the type of melon they got in Carnal Flower? Oh, here you go. Here you go. And I've got another bottle somewhere. Oh, I've got two bottles. This is the first bottle I bought, 50 ml. I loved it so much. And then later I wanted 100, right? I think they're the same. They're not the same. So this one is 72% volume and this one is 71% volume. But I have a feeling, this is my own personal feeling, that Carnal Flower is probably the most creative Tom Ford. This is the one that kind of lights up my senses the most. So I've got Monsieur there. Pradeep was saying that I'm going to be wearing a Frederick Malle today. So here we go. I've got Monsieur on one hand and Carnal Flower on the other. Oh, it's very papery. Very woody. It's white floral, but there's loads of woods in here. Creamy tuberose. It's so creamy. It's a bit, yeah, I definitely get the coconut. And I get the green notes, the green watery notes, which is probably the eucalyptus. It's a bit banana-ish. I get kind of the texture of a banana. So imagine a banana breathing, right? Imagine a banana breathing. That's what this feels like. But it's tuberose instead of banana. Left arm, African leather. Right arm, Aqua de Parma, colonial leather. Oh, Overlordsia, I can't do either of those. There's something about both of those that really rub me. They kind of itch at me. Aqua de Parma leather I used to have and I had to sell it. I have both as well, Zhao, and fine queer seem more masculine. Less powdery, old school sheep. How far behind am I? Okay, I'm gonna scroll by everything and come right back. Do I like Rose Tenaire? I have Une Rose. I've not tried Rose Tenaire. Oh, there's Margie. What's happening, Marge? Good to see Marge. They've been asking about you. The fellas have been asking about Margie. Where have you been, Marge? How's everything going? We hope you're doing good. I know Margie's out in California. I hope you're doing safe. And we're thinking about you. We're thinking about everybody out in California, in Los Angeles, out in the fires. We hope everybody's doing safe and their pets are safe and their valuables are safe and whatever they can grab are safe. We hope you're all doing well. Margie, you too. Thanks for checking in with us. I always get banana vibes from Carnal Flower. You too, eh? It's really beautiful. I love how cold it is. I just sprayed mine on too. Who else loves Carnal Flower? Let us know, guys, what your scent of the day is. Let us know what perfume you're wearing. Double tap the screen to like the stream. There's our Margie. Coconut adds to the creaminess. It certainly does. Unripened banana. I like wearing 19 EDT, but it's cold and snowing. Have you ever tried this? It's cold and snowing here too. I was just shoveling the driveway before I started the stream. And it's beautiful out. It's nice and fresh and crisp and really, really beautiful. I love that weather. But 19, yeah, 19 is very fresh. It's fresh for, it would be fresh for this coldness. I had a little bit of 19 on earlier. I think it would be okay for evenings here. Margie, don't keep us up all night. How Tripler doesn't mean it. Tripler loves Margie. All the fellas are here for Marge. Describe Une Rose. Okay, let me get Une Rose. You guys want to do Une Rose? What happened to Tom Ford? Nobody cares about Tom Ford, Black Lacquer, and Vanilla Sex. But all right, we can do Tom Ford. So, Frederick Malle's got, he's got a bunch of roses in his collection. He's got Lipstick Rose, he's got Portrait of a Lady, he's got Une Rose. There's probably a few more. There's Rose and Queer. What else is there? I mean, which other ones are there? Tainted says, I'm in LA County, but not in that area. I'm in Long Beach. Hope you're doing safe. Please keep us up all night, Margie Noirgie. Margie Noirgie. I like that. Yeah, let me buy that smaller bottle for you. The smaller bottle is probably the better one. It's probably bloomed more. Where are we at? Carnal Flower has the highest concentration of tuberose oil in the frag. Malle Ropion brags about that fact. It's extremely gorgeous. It's some of his best work. Why do you hate snow? I hate Portrait of a Lady. Really? Why? How can you hate it? It's really beautiful. Rose and patchouli was a great combination. Get a drink, Bobby. Go get a drink and chill. Hang out with us. Friday night. We're in for a good one. Yeah, okay, so Une Rose. Yeah, this was my first rose from Frederick Malle. Like when I had first tested all his roses at the time, this is the one that struck me the most. And this is the first one I bought before Portrait of a Lady. And this is, so I got Monsieur there. I got a lot of Monsieur there. The rum is coming out. There's Orange Blossom in Carnal Flower. I just picked up Orange Blossom. Okay. Une Rose. Fresh bouquet. It's like somebody just whipped a fresh bouquet in the room. Fresh bouquet of roses, green stem, long green stem, thorns, beautiful lush red roses. Oh, it's so vivid, and they're pink and they're plummy and jammy. They're winey. They're dark and smoky. They're juicy. There's a lot of plum juice here. There's like dozens and dozens of long stem roses just growing out of plum wood. Plum wood is what it, do I like it? Yeah, I like it a lot. So the second time I got married, this was my wedding day scent, Une Rose. It's so beautiful. It's like the freshest, darkest. It's extremely dark, but extremely fresh. It has a huge contrast in the opening. Fresh and dark and winey. Not as rubbery as Noir de Noir. Noir de Noir is dark, but more rubbery and vanilla. This is more ashy and winey. Less chocolatey. Eau de Hermes, remember? You Jicky get alone. What's that? What are you saying? Perfume snobs about Eau de Hermes? Is this black lacquer you're talking about? No, we're talking about Une Rose. Talking about Une Rose. Somebody asked about Une Rose. But black lacquer I like a lot. If you were in here, Duncan, black lacquer smells a lot like this. Very dark, smoky, inky, tarry, incensey, churchy, ambery, but very smooth. Very dark, peppery. It's got this biting black pepper. Tom Ford is the shit. Yeah, I asked the sales assistant what the best-selling Tom Ford is, and she's like, Oud Wood. Oud Wood. It's still Oud Wood. I was like, still, after all these years, it's still Oud Wood? Yeah, Une Rose is very romantic. Is it darker than Rose 31? Rose 31 is more biting. It is dark. No, Rose 31 is darker. Rose 31 is darker, scratchier, harsher, incensier. Rose 31 is more gothic. Une Rose is more romantic. Oud Rose is way more romantic. But Rose 31 is brilliant as well. I'm kind of obsessed with Rose 31. I gotta say. Where are you? Rose 31 is really good. But I cut myself shaving today, and smelling all these perfumes is starting to open up my cut, I feel. Rose 31 is really good. Like, I've really changed my mind around Rose 31. It's a lot of vetiver, dark, inky vetiver in Rose 31. But there's also so much patchouli. It's rose and patchouli and frankincense and incense. It's so smoky and churchy. And sharp. I get a lot of sharpness from it. Like these types of fragrances, they're edgy, like with a lot of cedar and vetiver. I always find them very pointy, sharp, sharp noted. I find Rose 31 darker. I love pepper. I like black lacquer, but most women don't. Looking for a vintage musk vibe like Kudos and Antaeus, but more complex and of higher quality. I was recommended Goldman and Cuir de Russie. I wouldn't, well, maybe Cuir de Russie, the vintage stuff. I wouldn't say that for modern. I wouldn't call it dirty, dirty. It might be sexual, but I don't really find it dirty. How about Un Fleur de Cassis? I don't know. Do you guys find modern Cuir de Russie like... Oudwood is tired. What about the Intense? Thoughts on another 13? Yeah, I like another 13 a lot for a musk. A very clean, simple, uplifting musk. It's great. Nice kind of like rubbery incense musk. I like vetiver. I like vetiver as a side project. Tom Ford 08 was groundbreaking, and they've been flogging the same horse since. You think so? I don't know, I think he's got a pretty creative arsenal. He's got a pretty good lineup. And you're going to find junk everywhere. You're going to find kind of junky perfumes in every collection. Another 13 is the most mass appealing Le Labo. I remember how you did a 180 on Rose 31. There's a lot of green in Une Rose, like a lot of stem and leaf. Long stem. But the roses, the petals are still there. They're still plush. They're really bright. They're red and they're plush. Almost like a woman's blush. Plush. Very full and a bit violet-y. But also very winey. It's like long stem roses in a vase filled with wine. Very green, a little bit springy as well. That's Une Rose. Tom Ford is played out. Oh, come on. We've been singing that for 10 years, and, you know, he's still been releasing some pretty good perfumes that we're able to fall in love with. We're going to find that everywhere we go. We're going to complain about things. Tom Ford's one of them. Guerlain is one. Dior is another. Francis Courdion is another. You know, Parfum de Marly. Then we're so used to complaining that we go into fields like outside of our own interest, and we start shitting over there a little bit. You know, it's just human nature to do that. It's kind of part of the hobby, part of the passion, part of the love. It's just to kind of go and, like, I don't know, if you're bored and you need some attention, you go and shit here, you go and shit here, and you wait for feedback. And then you can either engage in that feedback or you can ignore it. But yeah, you can say everything is played out. My Eau de Hermès and Jiki. Oudwood I can still wear to work. I can't go too heavy working in a hospital. I love Rose Prick. I like Rose Prick. I liked Rose Prick as well. I'm a Rose guy. I like Rose a lot. Tom for cherry one. Eugene, you would have been envious of the sheer volume of beef in the burger I made tonight. I'm a little bit jealous right now. I just got back from the gym. I'm looking for some protein. Any recommendations? Any recommendations? Protein. There's a lot of chicken. There might be a steak upstairs. But yeah, I'm feeling like I've got the munchies too. But tonight was chest night. And what did I wear? Yeah, I wore Comet. That's what I wore. This is gorgeous too. So good. Powdery almonds. I'm kind of obsessed with this. With the cherry. Ooh, the cherry blossom is really full and floral. I really like another 13. Queer de Cassis. I like pink pepper. Eau de Hermes has a lavender animalic reminiscent of Jiki's. People used to say that Jiki is challenging. I find Eau de Hermes so much more challenging. Eau de Hermes is almost like wearing a mirror reflection. That's what it smells like. If you could smell a mirror, that's Eau de Hermes would smell like a mirror to me. It's really sharp and reflective. It reflects a whole lot of light. It's like a mirror and vinegar. I like the band Vetiver. I've never heard of them. I didn't know there was such a band. They make some great music. I think Vanilla Sex was a big hit for them sales-wise. Those probably. But who's buying this? Like, what is the price of Vanilla Sex? I think 50 mils was like 500 Canadian dollars. I'm like, who the hell's buying this? $500 for 50 mls. Perfume snobs. In fact, Rudnitska mentioned Jiki when asked about creation of Eau de Hermes. No way. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. Do I get the association? I'm not sure I ever made the connection, Jiki and Eau de Hermes. I think Rose Prick is underrated. I'd love to take it out for a spin and give it a real whirl. Short ribs and rice tonight. Eggs. Eggs is always like, I love eggs, man. Eggs is the most underrated food in the world. And their eggs are so fucking delicious, eh? Like, why are people throwing the yellow out? You gotta eat the yellow. The yellow is the best part. I love eggs. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper, a little bit of Parmesan sprinkled on top, just a little bit. If you want some onions, fried up, some olive oil, bit of butter if you want. Nothing beats eggs. Super good. Power food. Protein. They won't raise your insulin. I had a New York strip earlier. You're lucky. I had steak too. I had steak. I had chicken breast and steak and some white rice. I only eat meat, been on carnivore diet for 3 years now. How's that working for you, China Star? That's kind of how I eat, but I'm not shy of carbs. Like, I do eat carbs, just not very much. I eat a lot of chicken, a lot of beef, a lot of eggs, a lot of fruit. I'm not shy from fruit. I eat a lot of nuts as well, like pumpkin seeds, almonds. I love cashews. Chypre Palatin and Diaghilev, those are great. Yes, those are great. My wife doesn't like Chypre Palatin. Pissed me off. Why did it piss you off? Do you expect her to love everything you do? Like when this Une Rose was my wedding day scent, and when I got married, like my person, they didn't like this at all. I was like, "Do you like this?" And they're like, "No." I was like, "Perfect. I'm wearing it." Was that bad? Should I have been more I should have been more thoughtful, eh? Like really? Yeah, I should have been more thoughtful. Well, fuck it. You learn from your mistakes. I'll know for next time. 75% lean for the best burgers. Am I wrong, dude? 75% is a little too low, bro. That's very fatty. No? What do you think? There's a lot of oil coming out, a lot of dripping coming out of there. I mean, I'm not afraid of the fat either. I eat a lot of the fat. Like, I don't throw the fat off of the steak away. I gobble that all up. My kids, they chop so much of the fat off and they're throwing out meat too. I'm like, not me, man. I eat all the meat. I eat all the fat. Unless it's like baseball size, then I'll toss it. Eau de Hermes is still my #1 scent to take on an island. If LA fire catches here, I'll grab Eau de Hermes and Balenciaga put home. Why Eau de Hermes to an island? Deserted island. Is it because you can wear it freely? Like, do you wear it comfortably? Do you wear it confidently? Do people ever give you unsolicited advice? Yes, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of unsolicited advice. Especially if you weren't asked for advice, I don't think it's a good place to give advice. What do you think? What do you guys think? Are you guys fans of unsolicited advice? Depends who it's coming from. Do I know this person? What do I think of this person? Does this person know me? Does this person know what they're talking? It all depends. It all depends. But if it's on, like from a stranger on the internet, the prices are absurd, even worse in the US compared to UK, but still outrageous. Yeah, I kind of wonder what collectors are doing. Can you smell Jiki now and Eau de Hermes and talk, please? You want me to describe them both? Okay. Give me a minute. I feel like I need to hydrate my face. My face is getting super dry. Just from like all the alcohol on these perfumes is drying out my face. I must have been touching my face. My face feels super dry here. Monsieur, the dryness of Monsieur sucked out all the moisture out of my face. It was just like, you know what I mean? I love eggs too. Who said short ribs? Eggs over rice with avocado. Yeah. Fried rice and, yeah, fried rice with eggs. Love it. And avocado. I have at least 1 avocado or 2 per day. That's what I'll have right after this. I'll do some eggs and avocado. There's an egg crisis in California. Start laying, my guy. Too much protein, bad for the kidneys. Ooh. Ooh. Where does it say there? Like, where does this study come from? I like Tom Ford, but I don't like Tom Ford prices. I agree. I agree. I think anything would be too much protein, bad for the kidneys. Maybe if you're consuming, like, if you're consuming protein and fats and salts and sugars, like if you're consuming everything, it's probably not good. But if you're just burning protein for energy, I think you're going to be okay. I had monkey in China. What was that like? I was in China. I never got to try monkey. Yeah, buddy. What's happening? Richard. Dunk is in Houston right now. Monkey tastes like horse. Are you for real? What does horse taste like? Eat more cabbage. Lettuce is a waste. What's happening? Kovacs, sense of me. Good morning. Good morning, Jesus E. Oh man, where's that coming from? When I went to bed last night, you were streaming. No, this started just over an hour ago. Ended that one, and we're back. Had a good night. Went out with my son's here. We went out to the gym. I went to the mall, smelled some Tom Fords. Had a good workout, and we're back. Just kicking a Friday night. I mean, there's 50 people here with us all night, so a bunch of, if we're all enjoying it, why not? But it's good to see you. Let us know what you're wearing. Short ribs not easy to prepare. Koreans do it the best. My wife likes ombre nargil and stuff like. I love ombre nargil too. What did you guys think of Angel's share? What did you guys think of Angel's share? What about Royal Tobacco? Amouage, I like that a lot as well. If it's you're asking about Amouage, I like that. Grand Spiritus Double Vanille might be my first purchase of the year. Why Double Vanille? You have Shalimar Gel. I mean, Double Vanille is great. But why? Why are you picking Double Vanille? I save major ribeye fat for frying eggs. Yeah, that's a good source of fat. You just got to strain it. Wife weight short ribs, honey Thai marinade. We're going to Frank's for dinner. Guys, let's all organize ourselves to meet at Frank's. I take eau de Guerlain to an island. Really? Eau de Guerlain, eh? It's so short-lived on me. I hate unsolicited advice too. Pisses me off. It totally does. Like, if I don't know you and I don't know who the hell you are, and we have different beliefs and I don't know. It's just like, keep your opinion to yourself, kind of. Like, I'm pretty confident in my own stuff, and I know where I'm going, and I know what I want to do, and, I don't kind of step out of line and shit like that, so. Just the saying, to take in an island, Eau de Hermes is just me. Okay, so we're going to do Eau de Hermes and Jiki. Let me find Jiki. Okay, Jiki, give me a second. I'll be right back. Like the stream while you're waiting. What's happening? Doc Locke cooking corn curry. Beef tallow, good for cooking. I get some beef tallow. You have great skin. I was going to ask what you use. I just, honestly, you guys would probably laugh. I just use coconut oil on my skin. That's it. Only to keep hydrated. I just wash it with soap and water and have a good shave, and then I put on coconut oil. Tallow is good on the skin suit too. I keep hearing that. Beef tallow. Time to Chanel up. I think I've sprayed on too much. I'm not gonna wear anything properly tonight. Eau de Guerlain is satisfying complex. It's a great freshie. I find Eau de Guerlain amazing for the warm weather. I recently tried Eau de Hermes the first time, and what a disappointment. Short lasting, no cumin whatsoever. No way. It's so spicy to me. And I dare I say animalic. There's something, what is in here? Castoreum? There's definitely something like ruffling in here. A real man eats oxtails. I've had oxtails before, but dude, we're European, man. European. We've had oxtails. Overconsumption of anything you put in the body will place stress. What does horse taste like? Like mortadella. They keep saying mortadella is horse meat. Gonna shower off Absolute Aventus and spray Eau de Hermes to bed tonight. You might get kicked out of bed, bro. Enjoy those short ribs while you can. Never tried monkey, but I've ate horse. What's that like? Anyone try dog? How about lizard? Oxtail to hype now. Are we hyping oxtails? It's been forever since I've tried oxtails. But the bone in the center is super rubbery. A rubbery oxtails. Anyone that's had oxtail before will know it's rubbery. Horse sausage. Margie, can you polish off a queen cut filet mignon? I bet you Margie could do her fair share of a steak. She seems like a meat eater. Angel share is too sweet. I had some angel share on today. It did feel like it pushed me away in the beginning. But the more I had it on my skin, it's like it kept calling me. I was like, what is that? And I found it quite soapy. It was going very soapy on me. I like Angel's shared. It's also played out and cloned out too much. Too sweet. Amber Nargile, hard not to like, if not wear. Amber Nargile's gorgeous. Angel share's not bad. Just a more juvenile version of Amber Nargile. Is that what it is? Is it a take on Amber Nargile? I didn't get that connection right away. I don't know about Angel's share. Only Angels envy. Are we envying the angels? Unsolicited beef talk. I'm finishing my sample of Spiritus Double Vanille. Absolutely obsessed with this smell. You should, Zhao, if you love Spiritus, you should try Shalimar, the Planifolia Vanilla. It's so damn good. And it's like Shalimar meets Spiritus Double Vanille, kind of. And it's way more vanilla than it is Shalimar. Like, it's Shalimar, but like, it's not that big, harsh opening of Shalimar. That is toned down. It's more about the powders and the ambers, the benzoin and the vanilla. A really good, rich vanilla. What about brioche? Get the EDT of Eau de Guerlain, a longer lasting. "2020 was the year for random unsolicited advice." And yeah, I imagine a lot of people were getting knocked out too. Liked. What did you like? I was never very into spiritus, but somehow it clicked since end of last year. It's a nice boozy double extract. Yeah, it is. It is a great vanilla. Boozy, ambery. I mean, it is a bit like Shalimar, like a cleaned up, smoother version. I like apple brandy better than Angel's Share. I brought a bunch of rare beauties to Texas. Milachon et Couture. What's that, Dunk? I think Princess is the best Killian to date Killian has to offer. I never got into anything that I've smelled, but I do have a bottle of original Princess. Eugene has the Jean-Claude Elena reformulation of this is the modern, and to me this is great. I've not smelled the vintage, but this is absolutely wonderful. I'm happy with this. Don't you guys, the reformulation talk's not gonna allow me to ruin this. No way. This is too good. I'm not letting reformulation talk ruin this for me. My scent of the day 2 days ago was Green Irish Tweed. Bottle's almost over. Love the perfume so much, but sadly doesn't have great performance. That's weird. Best Killian, Sacred Woods single malt straight to heaven. Do you recommend any affordable man perfumes that last? Every perfume lasts. Chanel's Eau is perfection. Eau de Cologne, it's gorgeous. Oxtail soup is bomb. I used to have it as a kid with some thick, proper homemade butter and chunky, crusty bread. My mom would make it in a soup. It would be like a collard soup with vegetables, tomato. Like she's always cooking like fresh shit. We've always had home cooked, fresh, cut vegetables and meat, and very little did she ever eat out, or we ate out, or she ordered takeout. It was always like fresh. And she's cooked everything. And oxtail, she would make like chop onions and fry them up and kind of saute a bunch of things, carrots and potatoes and collards. She would make this huge broth and soup and like just chunks and chunks and chunks of oxtail. Yeah, we've had all kinds of weird food here, man. My dad used to bring home eel. I would see, like, as a kid, like, he would be preparing eel, and these eels would be jumping out of the sink, and they'd be landing on the floor. I'm like, why is there a snake on my floor? You know what I mean? Eel is not like a normal thing to see. But oxtail is a little bit weird, too. It can be. I remember having a Filipino friend. One of my childhood friends was his grandma was Filipino, his dad was German, and his mom was Filipino, and their grandma lived with him, the Filipino one. And I would go to his school. I went to his house every day after school, and she was always cooking fish heads, and he was always really embarrassed about that because we'd go into the kitchen to see what was up, what food he had in the house, and I don't know, we'd I guess there's a bunch of kids there from school, and we'd all lift the lid and there'd be just like bowl of fish heads in there. And we got a kick, like a big kick out of that. Oxtails, I'm not nerdy like most of you guys, but Dominique Ropion is my favorite perfumer based on several of his creations. What are some of his other favorite creations? Hi, Sandra. Good to see Sandra. How are you doing? Let us know what you're wearing, Sandra. My sibling used to tell me McDonald's uses kangaroo meat. My dad used to tell me they put worms in McDonald's hamburgers just so we wouldn't ask him to buy them. They make an oxtail soup in Indonesia that's out of this world. My wife loves wearing Eau d'Hermes, super sexy and dirty on her. I guess that's why she likes it. And me, haha. Yeah, great vibe, eh? It is dirty. Absolutely. Dirty and spicy. Like, smells like second skin. Spicy skin. Oxtail needs a long time to cook. Is Chanel Cologne exclusives worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth what? Is it worth what? What are you asking me? Is what is the price tag? Full price? I don't know. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Chalet Marmite Spirited 2 sounds glorious. Eugenius Michael got married. What's happening, Luis? Who's Michael? Michael got married. Who's Michael, my guy? Remind me. Remind me. My memory's kind of like, my mind is everywhere right now. One of my friends eats chicken feet. They can never get me to try that. Yeah, not a fan of that either. I was in China and chicken feet were everywhere. You can buy chicken feet like a bag of chips here. You know, you can go to the counter, the gas station, you can buy chips at the counter. That's how they had chicken feet wrapped up in like the same type of cellophane. It was everywhere and they had different flavors of chicken feet. Like it would be like sour cream and onion, ketchup chicken feet, pickled chicken feet, barbecue chicken feet. It was everywhere. And they had so many different, it wasn't just chips. It was like fried chicken feet, soup. I don't know, all kinds of crazy, like marshmallows and chicken feet. Like chicken feet. You look like Mr. Bean. Thank you. What's happening, Dave? Callie's groom room. Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. Guys, double tap the screen, like the stream. Everyone there eats chicken feet. Yeah, I bought some, but I couldn't eat them. I bought some only so I can bring home to show my work buddies. Only grandma gets to eat the eyes. Probably very true. Fish head soup is a delicacy. I like Super G. Gonna get a bottle if Bloomingdale's gets more stock. No way. You a big fan? I'm wearing a vintage Vol de Nuit EDT. It's beautiful. I imagine it's gorgeous because my whatever it is absolutely stunning. So if you've got anything older, it's an amazing vanilla, eh, Sandra? A beautiful balsams. Nice big round balsams in Vol de Nuit. Nice florals, nice green grass, a nice sunshine. Even though it's night flight, there's a little bit of sunshine peering through. It's the end of a long night. And you can definitely feel the sunshine in the florals. The florals are very vibrant. My stomach is well adjusted. I hope so. For what are you eating? Best food cultures know how to make delicious all the nasty stuff we make in the sausage. Smoked trout. Who's your favorite actor and singer? What perfume do you think they'd wear? Favorite actor? I don't know. I've always liked Brad Pitt movies. I've enjoyed George Clooney and Leo DiCaprio. What do they wear? I have no idea. It could be Clive Christian. I don't think it's Guerlain or Chanel. It's probably something really expensive. Singers? I don't know. I like David Bowie. I know Bowie wore like Diarissimo or something. There was pictures of Diarissimo in his change room. I like Axl Rose. I can't imagine. I don't know. I have no idea what he would be wearing. Probably something loud and screechy. What about Chanel? What about Slash? What would Slash wear? Probably something very musky. Oh, Michael equals Lanyard Smith. Awesome. I didn't know that. Congratulations. This is the first time hearing it. What's happening, Pio? Good to see Pio. Hope you're doing well, Pio, in Sweden. It's Sweden, right? I'm back. Rotterdam is frozen. What's happening, Rotterdam? Good to see you. Let us know what you guys are wearing, guys. Let us know what perfume you're wearing. Let us know what's edging you on. Duncan is drinking outside. I was having a smoke outside earlier. Gorgeous night. The snow's coming down. Lanyard Smith, the legend. I'm a huge Lanyard Smith fan. I remember watching Lanyard's videos as he was uploading them. You know, he would upload them and I would watch. Like, I was a huge Lanyard Smith fan. Every Friday night, I knew when I was coming home from work, wifey was going to work. I know the kids were going to be busy playing video games. I had some free time. Lanyard was going to be mixing the drink and uploading his newest favorite Chanel. And he would keep me entertained for like 18 minutes. And yeah, for a long time, I looked forward to his videos on Friday evenings. Lanyard Smith, Maximilian Huesler. I remember watching Max. What's the other guy's name? He loved Creed. He's a huge Creed guy. Old school dude. On YouTube. He was a car salesman. What the hell was his name? Somebody remind me. Creed Frags. Ryan. I remember watching him too. He would upload these massive videos, these collection videos. Oh, man. Oder Mazverse get along Jiki. Okay. Let's get some blotters. Maximilian Huesler. You guys don't remember Max Huesler? I'm sure his videos are still up. I don't think he uploads anymore. Think you have the guts to visit Afghanistan? Random ass question. I don't know. If I was free to go, why not? I mean, I never found the question threatening. If I'm free to go, I would go. Saul Hudson. He was just born with it. He was born to be Slash. Aqua di Gio or Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Intense. Ooh, man. I don't know. What do you think? What's your choice? That's more important, is what do you love more? I like Lanier pairing fragrance with a cocktail. He was spot on. Lanier, pure class. Yeah, and I used to chat with Lanier, like online. He was always really pure class with me too. I would chat with Lanier. I would chat with Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. He was all laughs. We used to laugh so much. What's happening? Thoughts on Christian Pravich? I don't know who this is. I've never smelled these gold. I remember that, watching Lanier with passion and champagne. Max retired when COVID hit. Was it COVID that stopped Max? I don't know. I remember him talking. He had like a real kind of a stressful job. He was a supervisor at his place, and things kind of get hectic sometimes. And Ryan Creed frags. Car salesman, was it Max? No. I think Ryan was, he's like, I don't know, maybe he sells Volvos or Porsches. I don't know. Maybe Bentleys. He sells high-end cars. It could be accurate. I don't know exactly, but I think he might own the dealership. Lanier was an OG for sure. Ryan was a great guy. Maximilian must know. Yeah. Oh yeah, Maximilian Husler. Maximilian must know. I wish Manny would do more videos, have very similar tastes with him. I saw Manny last summer. I met with him a couple times recently at like these fragrance meetups they have here in Toronto. And he usually organizes them and he invites me. And I missed actually the last one, but I went to the one before that, and I got to meet him. Whack Pack, Bangkok, November 25. Let's do it. Let's organize it. But let's do it in Toronto instead. You guys come to Toronto, and we'll do a Whack Pack tour. Max 40 is very farty. What does that mean? Max was a few review I could find on a Casual Friday. He is a goat. A nice mustache. Thank you. He was a nice soul. Lanier? He was a nice soul? Who was a nice soul? Oh, Brooklyn Fragrance Lover? Yeah. He was a big guy. He was like a big personality, right? Lanier moved from San Francisco to Washington. Smart guy. Yeah, and that's kind of when he stopped doing what he was doing. I don't know if anything else in his life changed, but when he left San Francisco is kind of when his channel he just stopped uploading regularly. Like life changed for him, which is fine. I mean, things happen. What do you think about Dior Homme Parfum? I haven't tried it yet. Slash or Angus? Are you talking about Angus beef? Oh, Angus. I'm thinking protein. See where my mind is? I'm thinking about steak. You're talking about Angus from AC/DC. I'm more of a Slash guy. I don't know. Maybe it was those Angus outfits, those little, I don't know, those little boy outfits. I don't know. They were just kind of like, I don't know. Was he trying to be erotic or what? Yeah, I'm Slash. Have you flown on Emirates before? I don't know. Why? Do you want to fly me out? Fly me out and I'll fly Emirates. I've flown first class to China. I don't know if it was Emirates though. First class was dope. Oh, I felt like I was in my bedroom. You kind of lay down, put your feet out. You get served like a king. I was like a 19-hour flight went like this. And I wasn't even a meditator back then. I was like stressed and I was a freak. You know what I mean? So was Lanier a chef? I don't remember what Lanier did. Was he a chef? What did Lanier do? I can't remember what he did. Sebastian is in San Francisco. I think he is. Have you smelled Loitre by Diptyque? Is it similar to Odermez overdose cumin? I might have a sample of Loitre somewhere, but I don't remember it right now. What's happening, Paiwan? Good to see India in the house. Are you going to Scent Explore 2025? I wasn't invited, my guy. What's the best perfume to get chicks? Come on, man. Stop chasing chicks. Chase yourself, bro. You have to come to Bangkok for the salty musks. What else do I have to come to Bangkok for besides the salty musks? I don't think Max ever showed his face. I don't remember ever seeing his face either. Only on his thumbnail. Brooklyn's opening theme. Bro, definitely check out Emirates to Dubai. A380 flies to North America, including Toronto. They have a full-ass private suite and bar on board. Also come to Dubai for the best frag experience ever. All right, let's do it. Put me up in a nice 5-star hotel. I'm on the way. Just let me know what I'm bringing. Fair enough, mate. My guy, I wish you all the chicks in the world, man. But, you know, until you find yourself, until you figure out yourself, not even the hottest chick in the world is going to help you out. Find yourself, then find chicks. Saw AC/DC open for Nugent, Ted Nugent on Long Island when I was in junior high. Bangkok is a playground. There's even frag heads there. Axel looks like Large March from the Goonies now. He's changed a lot. His voice has changed a lot. He's gained a lot of weight. But he's still doing what he loves. From India. I was like, what the fuck is this? Who is this freak? This guy dyslexic or what? Get to the choppa. Guys, I gotta step out for some fresh air. Oh, I said we were gonna do Jiki, right? Jiki. Okay. Wait. What do you want to know about Jiki? Lavender and vanilla. It's dry lavender. Dry lavender. Midday lavender. Lavender in the sun. Rubbery vanilla. Lemon. Big lemon. spice. He's not going for fresh. Where's he going, Rich? Rich knows me. Where's he going? I'm going to leave Rich voice notes. I'll be right back. Dior Gris, I don't understand the hype. Me neither, Frank. I'm with you. I was never in love with Dior Gris. To me, it smells like air freshener, like Glade plugins. So sharp. Don't forget Chanel moisturizer. Okay, that's Jicky. Icky. So Jicky's been said to be challenging, and I imagine the older versions of it is, like more animalic, more leathery. But I find Eau de Hermes more challenging. And it's, I don't know what it is exactly. It's like that bitter citrus, this sharp spices, cumin, coriander, clove. There's some green spices in here. It's all really bitter, like pickly spices. Is it castoreum? What is in here? Is it castoreum? Like leather castoreum? It's very sharp. It doesn't have the warmth. It's cold. It doesn't have the warmth nor the roundness of Jicky. Jicky is much more warm and ambery and balsamic. This is cutting. This is switchblade. Jenna Ortega wears Gris Dior. What are you wearing today? I wore Comet earlier. Comet was my scent of the day. But right now, during this stream, I've sprayed on a lot of Frederick Malle. I sprayed on Une Rose, I sprayed on Carnal Flower, sprayed on some Monsieur. And now we're comparing Jicky and Eau de Hermes. What does Trudeau wear? In the last stream, somebody said Les Abs today. And I'm not sure. I've never seen the person commenting before, and I didn't know if it was a jab at me or in support or what the person meant, but I did get a good laugh out of it. By some miracle, if she lets me hang out with you without her, I'm going to do it, Sean. I got to go there. And there you go. Do it, Frank. Eau de Trudeau. I'm a huge fan of black lacquer. I liked it too. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. 4:14 a.m. I got to plug in my phone. Are we sticking around? Are we going to stick around while I go for some fresh air? Or are we going to cap this 100 minutes in 10 seconds? What are we doing, fellas? Ladies, where are the ladies tonight? I haven't seen the ladies. Guys, what have you been doing to the ladies? Who is scaring all the beautiful ladies away from this stream? I haven't seen any of the women. Margie was here for a bit. She disappeared. Where are all the other bombshells? The ladies, what has happened? Is it too late for the ladies? Is this men's night only? Do we need a men's night? I haven't seen Christine or Christy. Oh, I think Christine might be blocked. I've got to unblock Christine. Haven't seen Nora in a bit. Does Descendre have a strong pine smell? Yes, it is very piney. Very piney. Check it out. at lesupstoday.com. Get a sample. I'll send you samples of all three. If you haven't tried it yet, Descendre is very piney. Green and piney and full of galbanum. If you like smoke and earth and patchouli and galbanum. I saw one of the ladies pop. Christina is here. The ladies are here. Good morning. Hi, Christina. Good to see Christina. Let us know what perfume you're wearing. Moose says they're a plane ticket away. Everything is a plane ticket away. In Europe, the plane tickets are so much cheaper than they are here. Ladies are getting their beauty sleep. What are we doing to ourselves, Callie? Why aren't we getting the same beauty sleep? Are we already too beautiful? Is that what's up? You stood up Margie. She can be vindictive. What do you mean I stood her up? I didn't. What are you starting rumors for? I didn't stand up Margie. Margie's great. Margie, what do you mean vindictive? I don't think Margie would be harmful if it wasn't deserved. Margie's got real proper energy. We need black hearts. Let's call Dahlia. Yeah, what's the story with Dahlia and black hearts? What does that mean, Tripler? Does Dahlia have a black heart? Kelly says, I love this song. Awesome. I love that. Thank you, Callie. Eugene, go save Margie in LA. You think Margie needs saving? If Margie needed saving, I would go out and save her. I would help Margie. Margie's a good soul. I would definitely help Margie. Plum japonais. I'm excited that I keep hearing that's coming back, and that's exciting news. Every night is men's night. I'm glad you think so, and I'm glad you guys are here. Every night can be men's night. Fell asleep very early. Now I'm awake for the long haul. What time you got, Callie? It's 4:18 a.m. here in just outside of Toronto, and that's where I am in Canada. Heading back to my place for J of Blue Sunrise. Ooh, I'd love to try that sometime. Pipes are frozen, so got no water. Joan Jett over Jimmy Page. Dahlia is the queen of black hearts, but she works at night. Interesting. Tell us more, Tripler. This sounds really mysterious. Where does she work? And what makes her the queen of black hearts? How does somebody become a queen of black hearts? What does this mean? Is she a witch? Is she a healer? Does she have black cats? I love the Castoreum note in La Douletic Skis. Sublime. I almost want to drink it. It's dark and murky. I find the dry down of it very dark as well. I never heard somebody say they want to drink it though. Smoked a parole-free joint for my purchase. I'm now all out of bud. I'm always stacked up. That's one thing I never run out of. Do you like Kool-Aid? No, not really. I try and stay away from sugar, man. As much as I possibly can. Like when I do, and I hate even calling sugar a treat because it's not a treat. Sugar should never be a treat. Like steak should be a treat. Eggs are a treat. You know what I mean? But I'm sometimes, I'll say I'm a sucker for sugar. But I try, like, I won't consume it in drinks. I'll try and consume, like when I consume sugar, I'll try and make it good, like something I really enjoy. I'm same time zone as you. Oh, it's 4:20. Look at that. Perfect time. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at that. That's the vibe we're looking for. 4:20, Callie. Put it there, buddy. Let's go. 4:20, guys. Spark it up. Spark it up. I got to go outside. Do you guys want to stick around or do you want to come outside with me? You guys want to go for a walk? Or you just gonna be here and stare at my mug there, my air of arrogance with my two. I don't know. I feel kind of bad calling them biatches, but they might be biatches. I like fine cheddar. I love Parmesan and Asiago. Those are my two favorite cheeses. I would give up my entire frag collection to play like Mr. David Gilmour. Really? 420 says Chris. Yeah, you guys are getting it. Let's go for a walk. You guys want to go? I wonder if it's still smoking. Show us the YYZ snow. All right. Sugar should only be consumed in the form of fructose. Do you like farty smelling cheese? Like blue cheese? I like stinky cheese. Like, yeah, I like the deep, smelly ones. I do. The ones that smell like oud, kind of. You probably like Asiago because it's skunky. I hear you talk about yuzu. What house? You heard me talk about yuzu? What did I say about yuzu? Cheese is bad for you. How? How is cheese bad for you? Cheese is full of protein and fat. The cheese that we, even mozzarella has got zero sugar in it. It's all fat and protein. Extra sharp I like provolone as well. And I like Swiss on my sandwiches. I love the Swiss melts with mushroom. Like if I get a burger, I'll get a mushroom Swiss melt. That's one of my favorites. Bacon on top. Are you thinking about snorting something? I hope that works for you. All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna put you guys on mute. All right, wait here. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'll show you the snow in a sec. I've already shoveled once, and it looks like a snowplow's come through. That thing freaked me out when they put it up. They erected that not too long ago. I was like, oh, what an eyesore. Like, why does that have to be there? I guess the Americans need electricity, so it's coming through here. Let's go for a walk. A walkie walk at 4:28 in the morning. This is quite normal here. This is Mississauga. I mean, doesn't everywhere in the world look like this? I was once walking down this street about the same time as like 4 o'clock in the morning. And there was either like a coyote. I met with a coyote. I was pretty sure it was a coyote, not a fox. Just head to head, like head on, eye to eye. And within the moment, it just kind of sprinted around me and booted down the street. Let's go down this way. Actually, I'll go back. I don't know where I'm going. I just wanted to come out for a quickie, get some fresh air. Should have put on some vanilla to keep me warm. So what do you guys say about vanilla sucks? Who says yay? Who says nay? I actually wouldn't mind trying it again. Like, giving it a good whirl, wearing it for the day, see what it's about. The sweetness was very interesting. I found it quite creative in this kind of childish but cheeky way. Vanilla sex fast became my ex. You left your warm house for that? Antonia Hobson, the earth is my house, my guy. This is home, man. This is our home. Earth is home, baby. We just gotta figure out if it's round or flat. We can't even agree on that. If it's round or flat, how are we gonna agree on vanilla sex, for God's sakes? Imagine vanilla sex is doing great with the influencers. Seems like that type of fragrance. I almost took a spill there. Did you guys see my shadow? I'm in my Vans. I almost went for a spill. There's the tree toss. I told you I tossed it. What do you guys think of snow? You guys like snow? Fans of it? Who's never touched snow? Snow's really crunchy tonight. So the snow can hear your footprints. Snow like crazy in Jersey this week. Eat snow. I've eaten enough snow as a kid. Who knows what's in it now? Could be parts of Kim Il-jung in the snow. Kim Jong-un. Heard Kim Jong-un is banning hot dogs in this country. Doesn't want his people eating American food. I saw a raccoon this week. Raccoons are common occurrences here. They're everywhere. Raccoons. Write your name in the snow. This guy put lions up on his house. He's got Le Lions. I've never heard of any wolves being out around this area locally. I've heard of bears out here, though. A couple cities over where my children live, there was reportings of a bear last summer. Now my face is really dry. It's the weather outside. The air is so dry. Like bushes. You like the NASA t-shirt? You look like Andrew Schutz with the stash. I kind of like that guy. He's an interesting personality. I don't even know what the hell his stick is, or but I come across him sometimes on. He's just in my feed. A lot of interesting personalities come up. I swear. Sometimes I'm just stuck. Like, sometimes you're just mesmerized by people you meet, right? I always end up stopping. Like, my algorithm knows where to stop me. It's always usually like the same people. Don't think I could live without tacos. I love everything about astrology. What's your absolute favorite thing, Dushan? And what's the best perfume for astrology? It's shaving time. 444 is shaving time. Might be a good name for a perfume. A 444, a barbershop fougere. You're bang on. There you go. Not astrology. Isn't that what you said? What did you say? Oh, astronomy. Okay, what do you love about astronomy? You're not talking about pastrami. Vedic astrology. Does it tell us where we came from? Okay. What were we talking about? Oh man, that hit good. That was nice. Going outside is nice and fresh. Nice and brisk walk is good for you. I took an astronomy class in college. Shit was hard. What is hard? What do you got to learn? Physics? What is the hardest part? I mean, it's not like you can go out there and study. How are you learning? Everything's through a telescope or what? Like, how is information acquired? I'm really curious. I also go to Cat's Deli in New York for the best pastrami. It's funny you say that. I just ended up following, I think it was Cat's Deli, literally on Instagram the other day. Like, the more I talk about protein, I don't know why I'm talking about protein so much in the streams, but for whatever reason, because I'm consuming so much protein, it is literally bombarding my Instagram feed, my reels, is protein, steaks, these bloody steaks, tomahawk steaks. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Out of nowhere. So it's definitely reading, it's definitely listening. The algorithm is listening. It's so funny, man. Yeah. We got good delis in Toronto. Feeling like a rocket now. Yeah, God is great, bro. God is great. I love the fact that cosmos is expanding. It's never ending. Never ending. The Reuben is unmatched in pastrami. Montreal has good like diners like that too, for smoked meat. If you're ever in Toronto, there's like a classic diner. It's Fran's Diner, not far from like the Saks and It used to be Nordstrom. Nordstrom's not there anymore. I'm not sure what's filled Nordstrom Place, but that's a really good classic diner. I think it's been there for like 100 years or something. Fran's Diner. If you want that sort of. Roast beef, pastrami on rye. But I imagine nothing beats the New York diners. Mmm. 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 My heart is full. My heart is full. Mmm. Mmm. Vanilla sex. The heart feels very rubbery. Like the feeling that comes out of the heart, like love. When you feel love, the feeling of love itself to me feels rubbery, kind of like a mushroom. Like a mushroom is rubbery. Love to me is very buoyant. It's not hard. So that feeling of love is very mushroomy, buoyant. It's like jumping into a swimming pool. That's what love feels like. Jumping into a fresh, cool swimming pool in the middle of summer. I don't know what to believe. About what? I question everything myself too. Everything. Everything that I'm taught. I question everything. It's like, where am I getting information from? Where is this information coming from? You got to question everything in today's day. Thoughts on how existence started. That's the $1 billion question, man. That's the one thing nobody knows. That's the one thing everybody wants to answer. No clue, dude. I mean, I've seen all the information. We've all seen the information. We've all seen like ideas and philosophies and stuff on YouTube. What do you believe? And why did you choose to believe that? Where did that belief come from? Is it a religious belief? Is it a scientific belief? You know, where's this, how do you know? Like, okay, okay, so your mom believed something and her mom believed something, your great grandparents believed something. So is that why you believe what you believe? Or did your teacher teach you something in school that was passed down? Like, what do you believe? How do you know? How do you know what's 1,000,000%? Nobody, like, how do you measure, how do you quantify consciousness? Like, that's what we're trying to grasp here, is consciousness and making it make sense. Where did consciousness come from? I mean, first of all, you have to understand, like, the scope of consciousness and how fucking big consciousness is. Like, and all the little intricacies within that consciousness. Just imagine how complex your own life is. Like, how complex just like your own body is. All the complexities that it goes through, all the subconscious things, you know? And then look at all the complexities around you and just how everything works simultaneously. Everything works in the moment, almost like a big magnet. Almost like everything is kind of driven by this big, huge magnet. We're all raised somehow. We're all raised with our beliefs, but it's like you got to figure out for yourself. And it's usually like, what, for me, it's like I'm trying to forget what I was taught and, you know, and just try to feel more, believe what I feel, what was given to me by the universe. You know, this was given to me by the universe. And this is the strongest feeling. This is like the greatest lesson I've learned ever, is this and this. Like, these two are so powerful, you know? Your mind and your heart and your soul are extremely powerful. And they were given to you by this magnet. Elon Musk. He must have been there, right? I wonder if he was there. Who's gonna know, man? Dude, we're all just like the smallest pieces in here, you know? Just playing our part, getting to enjoy life in the best way that we can, you know? Nothing is that serious. All of this is actually kind of, it's like an illusion. It's exactly like an illusion. It's a big dream. You know, it's weird and amazing and strange and humbling at the same time, just to be able to experience this human existence. The body needs energy or a source of life to ask and continue. However, everything is energy. But it's great when you're connected to that source of energy, you can feel it. You can raise your energy levels. You can also shrink them by separating from that source, from that life, from that consciousness. You know, being distracted from it. You can also lose energy. Should we be concerned with too much AI? I don't think you should be concerned with too much AI. I think you should be concerned with overwhelming your mind. I think the mind needs rest. Too much activation for the mind is not good, especially online. Like it's a huge cause of anxiety and depression. Everything is science except Ben and Jerry's ice cream. That's just damn good. Even that's science now. Look at the ingredient list in the Ben and Jerry's now, and look at the ingredient list when it was first launched. I bet you it's been reformulated dozens of times, and not for the better. It's just to make it more addictive, more sweet. And yet, at the end of time, we still don't know who the woman bearing her nipple is behind Eugene. Will we ever know? Will we ever find out who that is? I mean, she could be somebody from the past. She might be here in the present. She might be coming from the future. I mean, she's in the future and we're going into that dimension now. We might be meeting her. What do you guys think? Maybe she's like a future Les Absidet perfumer. Possibly. Could be a future ex-wife. Never know. Speaking about illusion, read into the concept of Maya from India. It's literally the idea of illusion, exactly what you're talking about. Everything in those illusion. And you can create it in your dreams. You can build it in your dreams. It's so great. You can get to program your own mind. You get to create your own programming. Or you can have it made for you. Like so many of us have just been programmed. Well, we're all programmed, but you can unprogram. You can change your programming. You have the ability to change your mind's programming. I think that's the beauty of the human body. The human body can heal from everything. The same way a cut can heal, your mind can heal, and your heart can heal. All your organs can heal from any disease. You gotta be careful with your relationship with food, though. Food is the best medicine. Food and sleep, fresh air, connection to nature, connection to sunshine is the best medicine. You don't need anything other than that. What's happening, Carl? Good to see my bro, Carl. Which Tom Ford do you like the most? For creativity, I love Tuscan leather. I also like tobacco vanille. But tobacco oud is sexy as well. Your gut instinct is usually the right answer. That's science. That's science what? I'm going with my gut. I'm going with my gut before anything. All right. I'm going to trust my gut before I'm going to trust your gut with my life. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Anna Panunto's auto portrait. Yeah. There you have it. After his friend passed away, he changed perspectives. What are we talking about, Noah? It's a stunning nipple. You can chew on it like a piece of fat. Beau de jour is quite nice. Do you like vanilla milkshakes? It's been a long time since I've had a milkshake. I bet you Fran's Diner has great milkshakes. No, I've never seen a flying saucer. I've not seen any drones either. I've seen a lot of drones show up on my in my algorithm. Is that showing up for everybody else? Drones? Is this the thing? Is this like mass media news, drones? Will you be shipping to Australia? Yes, we are shipping to Australia. You're talking about Les Abs today, right? Kids these days don't know what a milkshake is. It probably offends them. You saw a drone recently or an alien? Eugene's sister wears exclamation. Nah, she had a bottle when she was younger. I don't remember it. Yeah, a white. I don't remember the smell. God, I would imagine it smells like nail polish remover now or something. But I remember seeing the bottle, black and white bottle. It was metallic and silent. I didn't believe in them before. Are you pulling my chain or what? You saw a saucer? They're still producing exclamation? Do you go to Scotiabank Arena? Scotia, is that the one there? Is this in Toronto now? Is that what it's called now? Scotia. Which one's Scotiabank? Guys, who's excited for the football games tomorrow? Tomorrow's a full day of football. Oh yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a good day. Saturday is gonna be a good day. Saturday's a great day for football. Do you watch Red Zone? What's Red Zone? You know what I used to love? Like Sunday Night Football, the commentators, and Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN with Joe Morgan. I loved like those old school commentators. Their voices were so soothing. College football. No, I haven't watched college football in a long time. It's not time to watch everything. Do high schools have their own ice rink where you live? No, they have to go to arenas. I mean, if you go to a private school, maybe, like St. Michael's. St. Michael's is a big school here in Toronto. They might have their own. I think that's where the Maple Leafs practice, maybe even the Marlies. But the high school I went to, they didn't have. But the hockey team, our high schools had hockey teams, and they would travel. I'm from London. It's quite difficult to get your stuff here. Also, we'll be using Antoine Lee as perfumery in your next release. Yes, Antoine Lee has created our next 2 perfumes. If you're in London, yeah, we ship to London. We ship to the UK. We're also available at La Bistro de la Butte in France. And Saint Salier in the UK. So that'll be easy. That'll be closer to you in London. If you can't find them there, they're available at lesabstoday.com. When Canadians say football, I'm not sure if they're talking about soccer or what. Why wouldn't we be talking about soccer or American football? Like, I think only the UK guys have to like say American football because they call soccer football. We're the only ones that call it soccer. No, we're talking about Tom Brady. We're talking about Deflategate. We're talking about cheating. We're talking about football. You and me are talking the same language, bro. It's football. Like, to me, soccer is soccer. I've never called soccer football. So I don't know. I guess in an international stream, you kind of gotta make that. You're talking about handball? No, it's football. Are you into watches? I'm not. No, I'm not into watches. I'm into meditating. I like meditating. I find time in meditating. Must sleep. Great stream. All right, Dunk. Good seeing you, bud. Who do you got tomorrow? Remind us. I'm saying go Bills. Go Bills, Bills, Bills. Bills all the way. Do you like cars? I like cars. Yeah, of course. I like fast things. I like muscular things. I like sleek things. I like nice designs. I like cool colors. I like cars. I think most guys enjoy cars. Cars are a cool thing to enjoy. How was the workout? Workout was good. I feel like I left a little bit early. I went with my son, Daniel, and he was done. He did his legs. I did chest, and he was like done. And I was like, all right, let's go. Yeah, good workout. Well, thanks for asking, bro. How was your workout? You know what? I love working out. I asked my son, like, on the drive there. We were just having the conversation. It was just my oldest son. Youngest son was still in school, and he says, "Hey, Dad, I'll come tomorrow." And I said, "All right, cool, fine." And no, that was the middle one. The youngest is with his mom. It's his mom's weekend. So it was just me and Daniel, and we're just driving and have a conversation. And we were talking about the gym. I was like, "Do you ever get tired of working out? Do you ever feel like you want to quit or give up?" And he's like, "No, never." He's like, he just got back from vacation with his girlfriend. And he's like, for 7 days, this is like, that's all I wanted to do was, even though I was on vacation, I just wanted to go work out. I wanted to go exercise, So we're really enjoying it. And I can see why you love it too. Okay, Saint Salier, very good. Have you smelt Rendezvous Sonia Sief? Antoine Lee is the nose. It is amazing. I've not been able to smell it. No. Maybe I'll ask. I'm meeting with Antoine Monday. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. I would have. Oh yeah, I gotta meet Antoine Monday morning, 11 p.m. Toronto, 5 p.m. Paris. Okay, damn, almost. Okay, I got a long time till then. Today is Friday, so I got 3 days. Okay, I gotta remind myself tomorrow again, so I don't want to forget. I haven't smelled it. No, I haven't been able to smell it. But I'm glad to hear that Saint Salier are good to you. They're good to me too. I love Brooke. Brooke is great. Just sold a vintage Samsara. I could have guessed that when I saw you upload a video about it. And I'm like, is Rich selling Samsara? It's like the last couple of things Rich has posted videos of. I'm like, Rich is selling something. And it's probably something that I really like. And it might be a Chanel or a Guerlain. What's going on with Rich? He's selling all these great perfumes. Vintage Samsara. I mean, that... I mean, no judgment, my friend. That's something I would keep just for reference. Even if it's like, if I wouldn't wear. 5 p.m. Paris is 10 p.m. Toronto. No, I think it's... I got to double check the email. I think it was 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. I think it's 6 hours. 5 p.m. Paris is 10 p.m. Toronto. No, it was 11. No, wait, fuck. I gotta check the email. Maybe it was 10 a.m. Now you're confusing me, Rich. Stop it. Who asked me about unsolicited advice earlier? Where are you? Put your hand up. How has fragrance influenced your clothing style? Man, just like you say, like, dude, I'm an old guy. I'm a dad, you know? I'm a worker. I'm a blue collar worker. I go to work every day and I go to the gym. So I wear kind of like, I don't know, like I would just call it dad clothing, man. You know, very simple, very clean, very modern, on a day-to-day basis. If I'm going out, you know, I like dressing up too. I like putting on a collared shirt and a jacket and nice clean shoes. But right now, like most of the things I do is I go to the gym every day and I go to work right after, you know, and I work the kind of the night shift there, the graveyard, until 2 o'clock in the morning. I come home and it's like it's dark and it's cold, and so I gotta be warm and comfy. An animalic but clean perfume that doesn't look like excrement. How about Kiehl's Musk? It's 11 p.m. in Toronto. Do you know where your children are? Do you guys remember that commercial? Who remembers that commercial when you were a kid? Like the 11 o'clock news. I know the Buffalo channels always used to play it. We were in Toronto, so Buffalo's like really close to us, and we always got the Buffalo news. We always heard about the Tonawanda fires and all the crazy lunacy happening in Buffalo. And their news would always start with dun dun dun. It's 11 p.m. Do you know where your children are? With that kind of fear and that tone. And I'd be like, oh my God. How come why wouldn't somebody know where their children are? Like where are their children? I'd be thinking. There's children out at 11 o'clock? That was my thoughts when I was a kid. It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Dum dum dum. I love Cherry Blossom Guerlain. If you love Cherry Blossom, you should try this. Dun dun dun. Do you know where your cherry blossom is? Do you know where you lost your cherry blossom? Do you know where you found your cherry blossom? In Comet. Cool. Looking forward to try your next releases. I have not been to Toronto for a while. Love the city. Hate the weather. It was minus 25 the last time I was there. People were acting like it was lukewarm. Yeah. There's lots of times I go out with the kids and, you know, it's minus 10 and we're all in sweaters. Like if we're just booting off to the gym or something, we'll just be in sweaters, you know, because we get climatized to it. But if we're out going out for a long haul, yeah, it's a good idea to warm up. But you just seen, I went out around the block a little bit earlier. This is all I wore. I went out in the cardigan. Comet is a love. It's so beautiful. I'm loving it more and more the more I get to know her. Comet it's got a beautiful soul. It's warm. You know what it is? It's super engaging. Like it doesn't feel like a depressing Chanel. It's weird. It's actually, yeah, it doesn't. Like there's so many Chanels that are so moody but this one feels uplifting to me. Also, whenever I'm in 31 Rue Cambon, I feel rich. You love Roja Oceana. I've not tried it. I have not tried it. All right, so who sees this? Anybody see this connection? Do you guys see any similarities here between the florals, the starches, the patterns, the powders? They're both rose, iris, violets, both quite powdery, both quite starchy. I imagine they both have almond and heliotrope. This certainly does. This, I mean, I don't know her exactly yet. Like, I've picked her up once and we've gone for a ride in the car and I dropped her off after 5 minutes. So that part of her personality didn't show up yet. But I imagine it's there. The heliotrope and the almond. It's really floral too. But this is more fresher. This is more of a bouquet. It's quite licoricey as well. It's a bit flower balm. A Victor and Rolf flower balm. Yeah? No? Maybe? Come on. Anyone? Acne feels more youthful. Yeah. I also feel like it's bigger. I feel like it's a bigger perfume as well. And Cumin is a bit more subdued. Oh God, Cumin is so good. It's so starchy, but this sweet sugary starch. I want to say almost like slightly confectionery. It's a sweet almond as well. Nice cherry. Nice big thick cherry. Tell me your top 5 masculine, musky, or Savetti perfumes. You're looking for sweaty shit, eh? Oh, man. You want the really shitty ones? If you can find vintage Frederick Malle, Une Fleur de Cassis, all right? That smells like this, all right? That's what that smells like. It's really dirty and shitty and animalic. Like, Frederick knows what he was doing, okay? I would try, again, Frederick Malle the Night. It's really shitty. I would try Kuros. It's very pissy. And Fleur de Cassis was probably the hardest thing for me to wear. What else is... I mean, you can see things, oody things like Santal Royal. You can find dirt in there as well if you're really looking for it. I still need to try smell Comet. I really like Acne. So almost think of like a more, it feels like a more well put together Acne. Acne feels more loose, more open, and Comet feels tighter. Almost like, I would say stitched better. Fleur d'Acy, that's a good way of putting it. I agree, Santal Royal is manly. People used to think, call Jiki animalic, but I wouldn't say so anymore. Maybe the old stuff was more dirtier and Savetti and leathery. Did I like Tom Ford Vanilla Sex? I thought it was interesting. I thought it was unique. In a sense, it's like they took this really cheap, like they took this really cheap and childish idea and made a great thing out of it. That's what it smells like. It smelled like latex condoms and 18-year-old birthday cake, something very sweet and sugary and frosting, you know? But it definitely had some warmth underneath peering. I can definitely, yeah, the base is quite warm and ambery now. Almost a bit furry and musky. The almond is there as well. I get the almond is a bit soapy too. It's quite floral. Oh, but it's still really confectionery. Like there's a lot of sugar in Vanilla Sex. It's really sweet. There might even be some oud in here. There may be a touch of oud. I can see Comet being more refined. Olivier's composition versus a young Susie making the Frederick. Yeah, you know, the Chanels have always been strict, though. You know, this is strict, and a lot of their perfumes feel constricted to compared to most. And Comet is, yeah. It's interesting. You know what? I'd really like to try Vanilla Sex, like wear it properly for a full day and see what comes of it. It could be interesting. The top, like my initial reaction of the top was, it was not what I was expecting at all. I was expecting something so much more warmer. Yeah, it was very aloof. It was very cold when I sprayed it. It definitely pushed back. I pushed back. I can feel this, you know, subconsciously. That's was like, oh boy. It was very sweet, very cold, very latexy. Kind of like Rich Mitch keeps calling Bellum, like it was latexy. I got something condomy there. It smelled like a condom. Maybe even a dirt, like probably turns into a dirty condom after, but it was very sweet and rich. The vanilla was very high pitched. The vanilla was lacking like that sweet, warm ambers I was looking for. My mind was going sweet, warm ambers, and this was really high pitched and kind of like tonic and milky, and it smelled like frosting syrup, or like, yeah, like a vanilla syrup, like a boozy double extract sugary vanilla. Super sweet. And then in the background lurking is kind of like the ambers and the incense and some more smokier musky notes. Like musky, I mean like furry, not uplifting nitro musky things. I mean like furry musk. Like kitteny, like underbelly. Are you now saying Comet is animalic? No, I'm not saying Comet is animalic at all. No. Vanilla Sex. Smelling Vanilla Sex. Oh, we're talking about Comet and Acne Studios. What do you guys think of Acne? Kovacs, what do you think about Acne? There's Comet. Comet's a big love for me. This is a vanilla as well, but it's not nearly as sweet as, let's say, Vanilla Sex or Angel Share. Ew. The labeling sucks. on acne. Really? What about the scent itself? You don't like? I mean, these are how. I think Dries Van Noten was similar to this as well. But Superstitious wasn't, like his collaborations with designers. Dries was pretty much like this. Where's Dries? Yep. I told you so. I told you so. I was right. I told you so. See? Same labeling. But this has got like that kind of pinky hue. It's really leading you into that violet, this hue here, kind of like that rose. Bouquet, yeah, flower bomb. Bouquet of roses and violet. But here is the designer with Albert Albaz, Superstitious. So they went a different way with this. I guess Albert has some input in this design. I think this one's discontinued. Both of these are discontinued. I'm not 100% sure this one is, but I know this is these. And this is that big creamy lactonic sandalwood. Big starchy perfume. Who's tried this? This is sweet. Tea and biscuits. I find it very starchy. Have I been to London before? I've been to London, Ontario. I've not been to the big London now. I've not. What time we got? 5:30 a.m. We got 45 in the house. How are 45 of you doing? How's life treating you guys? Let us know what perfume you're wearing. Let us know how good life is. How good is life? Life is great. I love hearing that. I'm happy for you, Dushan. You deserve it. You deserve a good life. Oud for greatness. Is it greatness? Only you can know. Only you can decide. Molim. Parade. Celine, life is great. I'm glad to hear that. I'm gonna take it. Oyes? Oyes, is that how you say it? Oyes? Where are you from? I hope you're doing well, my friend. We're doing great. Thank you. I hope you're doing great too. Nope, not greatness, but it's good. Babouche says no worries here. I'm glad that you got no worries. Don't worry. Wearing ombre leather EDP. Happy to be alive and well. How are you, sir? I'm doing great, thank you. I'm excited to be here with you. I'm excited to be here with all of you guys too. I'm excited for this journey, man. There's so many things to be excited about. Right? And we're getting there. It's all coming. It's all coming. You just got to be patient. These are the moments in between. And that's why we stop and we share with each other. I like Guerlain Oud Essential. You know, the first time I got my bottle of that, I was so disappointed. I remember being at work. It was Sunday morning. And I said, all right, I just got this. I'm going to wear it. I went to work Sunday morning, probably 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I sprayed it on. I literally looked at my bottle and it was like within me. I wanted to chuck it against the brick wall. I was so angry. I was like, what the heck is this? What the hell are they bottling? It smelled like a Montal. I was like, where's the French? Where's the French perfume? What is happening? Thierry Vasset, why? What? What's going on here? Yeah, I was really let down. But I do like Santal Royale a lot. And I do like Bois Studio. Critter Receiver is Coromandel. What is more masculine? It's whatever you make more masculine. Like whichever them you wear, you're the guy, you know. You're gonna make it masculine. I think you can make either of those masculine. Either of them can be. Quirderusi is just so green and leathery and earthy, and Coromandel is like dark and smoky and rich. It all depends on you, my dude. And I'm sure you could pull either of them off. I'm thinking, I don't know, if you ask me Monsieur, like if it was Monsieur and Coromandel, I'd probably say Monsieur is more masculine, but to me, I don't know. There's not one that's more masculine than the other, at least. I think they're both fairly kind of neutral-ish. Would you do a review on... Yeah, absolutely. Host a meet and greet. Dom Paris generously sprayed. How are you enjoying it, Bobby? Tell me you love it. Don't break my heart, Bobby. Don't do it. Tell me you love it. Dom Petty is nice. It is nice. I really like Dom Petty. And it's not, you know what? Like from all these big vanillas out here, like all these Angel Shares and whatever else is like really pop, Vanilla Sex at the moment. I don't know. There's just something about Dom Petty that it just it just draws me in. It captures, like, I want to be a part of it. I love how like soft it is. I love how sensual it is. It's very warm and kind of modest. You have any summer suggestions? It's summer here in Australia, which is my least favorite time of the year for fragrances. Always looking for a summer friendly scent that will bring me joy. I always say like Terre. How about Terre? Terre is a great all year rounder for Australia. Any of the Terre de Hermes versions. If you want a freshy Givre, if you can get an older bottle of Vautrin fresh, that's great. Jicky could wear, you know, you can wear Jicky. Lavender, bergamot, lavender, and vanilla in the summer. I mean, that works. It's super aromatic. And it's gorgeous. It's got a beautiful vanilla in the base. Rubbery vanillas. Try Jicky. If you want something unique. What else? How about like Neroli Outre Noir from the Guerlain, from their Arts and Materials. There's kind of like a freshie. Neroli and tea. Beautiful, clean, long-lasting. It's got a floral accord. Perfumes that give a similar vibe to Acqua di Gio Profumo. I don't know, my friend. Dylan Blue? I don't. You're asking the wrong guy, man. You found the wrong guy for that. Cause I just don't know. I don't know. I love Santal Royale and Queer Intense. I like Santal Royale. I can tell you I came around to Santal Royale. I still struggle with Queer Intense. Me and Rich talk about, we bring up Queer Intense quite often, like privately. I think it's just, it's I don't know. It's like quite industrial to me. It has an industrial component that turns me off. There's parts of it that I still really like. Now let me pull this out. Queer Intense. Should I spray some on? Do I dare at 5:38 in the morning? Guys, should I spray on Queer Intense? Boop. They reformulated Santal Royal. I see they repackaged it. Still recognizable, of course, but definitely not the same. Got thinner. So it probably got fresher going into like this darker Aqua Allegoria collection. What's happening, Pradeep? I can still feel the sound underneath. The undergrowth. Bobby, you're gonna have to shave it off. It's sticking around until you shave it off. You might have to get some neat. I still come back to Guerlain's STV weekly, probably my number one. The smoke hit you like a ton of bricks, eh? It's good at this time of night. Do you like vodka on the rocks? I'm not really familiar with it. A lot of the Killian testers were empty when I got there. Like the Angel share was completely empty. I was getting like the last spritz out of the bottle kind of thing, you know what I mean? So I tried to spritz on as much as I could just to get like a feeling for it. But the testers are all dry. What do you think of Neroli Plain Soda? I would like to try it more before I say anything. But it felt, you know, quite green and orangey, orange blossomy. I imagine it's got the Guerlain vanilla in the base. I haven't gotten to the base really. I would imagine there's some sort of vanilla, rubbery vanilla. Queer Intense is like hugging a buffalo. That's kind of a good way of putting it. But while the buffalo is like at the factory getting sprayed, you know what I mean? Getting tanned. See, now like I'm smelling on the sprayer and it's like, all right, this is actually quite good. Like I'm getting like the more patchouli and the darker notes. Oh, it's really scratchy, like I'm scratching my nose. It is a bit beefy. Like there is like some decent musky undercarriage to this. Yeah. Oh man, it's really rubbing me. This is more dirty than I remember. Wow. I wonder if there's tobacco in here. Is it Cypriol? What's that like? When you dig, you gotta really dig under here. There's something really dark and funky. Almost like caramel and poo. A bit nutty. I don't know, it's not horrible, but it has, like, I have an industrial association to it. Queer Intense is like hugging a buffalo. I'm gonna have to wear this again. I'm really curious what I would think about. It's been forever. I was looking for Queer Intense. How does it compare to ombre leather? I think this is more dirty. Ombre leather can be animalic, but it's not as dirty as this. Ombre leather is more new car interior, like racing car, sports car, 6 speed, you know, whatever, Aston Martin, I don't know, Porsche, whatever, the Lamborghini. This is like, probably says hugging a buffalo. This is tanned leather, very smoky and inky. It's like the tan, the tan is still kind of, it hasn't even dried yet. It's still dripping. It's in the tannery. It's very smoky. But in that smoke is a lot of thick patchouli and a lot of gunk. And it's quite cinnamony here. There's got to be oud in here. It's got to be oud that's causing that dirty cavity. Queer Intense dry down is great. Initially, it can be very heavy and weird smelling and can give a headache. And yeah, spray Queer Intense, but good luck sleeping after hot. Yeah, it's I don't want to. Just smelling it like this, I can tell this is intense. The name is very suiting here. It's very full and voluptuous. I mean, if you like big, challenging things, this is it. This is definitely it. It's a big, heavy leather. But Queer Intense is in the new bottle is also thinner, which is actually a good thing. Way too brutal in its original form. Yeah, brutal is it's a good way of putting it. Like, what is it with you dudes in the Middle East that love these heavy perfumes? Why do they gotta be so heavy? Like, when did when did it get like this? Like, can you think of too many, or how many Guerlains can you think of that are this heavy? Would you say that something like original, what's the one that Rich just sold? Samsara is as heavy as this. Original Samsara is a big perfume. Is it heavier than Queer Intense? Like, my nose is super itchy now. It's got to be the alcohol. I don't know what it is. I keep smelling these and I got this little cut here and it just keeps opening up every time I smell. It's got to be the alcohol in the perfumes. I like the sense of kudos and anteos, but as a Christian, I don't feel comfortable with perfumes inspired by Greek gods. Any good alternatives? You can get a clone, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, dude. To Kuros and Anteos. Yeah, I mean, you can get Santos, but you probably won't like that inspiration either. Is Santos a god? Who was Santos? Was he a Greek god? I imagine he was. Santos is a good, you know, if you like Anteos, you would love Santos. How about Paco Rabanne Purom? Fronteus. Yeah, for kudos, how about Paco Rabanne Purom? It's a very soapy fougere. Updated thoughts on Queer Intense. Do it. Have you tried 25? Deodorant 25? Not yet. I haven't. Not yet. I did get out to the mall tonight. I was excited, and it was on my hit list, but I wasn't able to, you know, the store. Bay was closed before I got there. I was lucky to be able to try the things that I did. Give me a second, guys. fuck's sakes, I'm muted. How long was I muted for? Damn. Why does that always happen? Yo, I'm not going back. 40 people are still here. Oh man. Who's higher? You guys or me? What's going on here? We were talking about Santos. Santos means holy. So Santos' surname is derived from the Latin word sanctus, which means blameless or holy. Meaning that if his religious beliefs hold him back from wearing Anteos, Santos is the perfect choice. Because Santos is every bit as great as Anteos. For that like green, dark, crispy oak moss. You guys are hilarious. I've seen the red lights. The Mona Lisa is higher. Oh man, I'm definitely not spraying this. It might give me a heart attack, and I definitely don't. I'm not asking for one of those. Stay away, heart attacks. Mona Lisa is higher. Which one's Mona? Which one is Mona? Is there another men's fragrance in the Chanel brand that is similar to Anteus? Like similar, like artistically, Egoist. Egoist is great. What's the most manly from Les Exclusive? What would you guys say is the most masculine? Is there a masculine? I don't know. Sycamore maybe? Sycamore is really dark and woody, rooty, earthy. I don't know. Maybe Sycamore. The one that has her hand up is Mona Lisa. The one clutching her love. Oh yeah, Le Leon. Yeah. No, Le Leon takes the cake. Absolutely. No, Le Leon is the most masculine for sure. It brings the masculine energy. Any woman that wears Le Leon it's gotta be super confident in herself. Definitely. It is a very confident perfume and not to be taken lightly. I can't imagine too many people like loving it, especially on first smell, going, oh my God, I want to wear this. See ya, man. You going to bed? I should be going to bed too. It's just like, it's 5:56 a.m. here. I'm just kind of vibing with you guys, so I'll stick around for as long as I can. I don't mind. Liliane is old world feminine, actually. The dry down of Liliane is cuddly. Every strong man should be cuddly. Yeah, every man should be well-rounded. Demi Rawling loves Liliane. Demi usually has good taste. Are you back on stream tomorrow? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm going to be watching a lot of football tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be... I got my other son coming tomorrow, so we're going to be watching a lot of football. Yeah, maybe. You know, if there's some time in between streams, yeah, we'll be back. We'll find some time. We find time for the things we enjoy, right? Yeah, but who else is watching football, and who are you going for? Who's going for, I don't know, the Ravens, Broncos, Bills? Who are you guys going? It's 11 a.m. now in UK, bedtime after night shift. What is it about football that makes you feel gay? I knew you were going to say that. Gardenia over Carnal Flower. How so, Bobby? Explain. Explain, please. Explain, boss. And I'm American and I don't follow football. I think you're more American than me, Eugene. Hey, you never know what the future holds, man. I'm a girl though, but if I was a guy, I'd feel super gay. Maybe those guys are just like super masculine and super confident in themselves. You think I don't know coconuts? You get coconut and gardenia? It's been so long since I've smelled gardenia. You think I don't know coconuts? Bobby, tell us all the benefits of coconuts. What do you love about... How many coconuts do you have a day? Like, yeah, tell us about coconuts. Best coconut perfumes. Best tropical coconut. You know what's good? Terracotta, Guerlain Terracotta for tropical vacation. You know what else is good? Serge Luton's Frangipani. What is their Frangipani called? Serge Luton's Frangipani. Somebody tell me right now, what is that called? That's great for vacation. Off to the gym. All right, Moose, go get those muscles, buddy. I'll be getting them tomorrow as well. Go get those muscles. Bobby, I'm working on a video now. What kind of video, Carl? What are you working on, my friend? A video of perfume, life, like for YouTube? Tell us more about this video. Coco Bello Healy, Guerlain Coconut Fizz, and Surgeon... Yeah, Datura Noir, that's it. It might not have coconut. You know what does have coconut is Santal Majuscule. I mean, it's not totally coconut, but the sandalwood in there is coconutty. Santal Masoya. Coconutty? Yeah, Santal Masoya. Yeah, sandalwood. I was once wearing Santal 33 and my sister came over and she's like, you smell like coconut, and she blew my fucking mind. I was like, what? Coconut? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I said, no way. No fucking way. You're joking me right now. And I was just like, holy shit. She finds Santal 33 coconutty? It's so weird that she said that. What would you recommend wearing to your first job interview as a man trying to impress a manager that is a lady? Ooh. I wouldn't. I'd probably not wear anything, my guy. Something very, very, very light and fresh and fleeting. Oh, yeah. You never know, especially going into a job. I don't know. People are really offended today. I would say wait till you know your audience, before going down. But if you gotta absolutely wear something, I'd say wear like a cologne, like an eau de cologne or an aqua allegoria, something that's like office friendly. But I wouldn't wear fragrance to impress. Unless you really know your person, but then you would know what to wear. I would say stay away from that. Just go something really light. Oh, good. Anderson is going to review your new juice. No way. Now I'm wondering which one did I send him. I mean, he totally can. Finish the vid, forget the sit-ups for a day. No, you got to do both, man. Anderson's not going to forget his sit-ups. There's no way, dude. There's a reason he has abs. That comes from years of hard work and dedication, bro. It's not from, he's probably addicted to working out. It's an addiction. It's like a lifestyle. Yes, for YouTube, some perfume and vlog stuff. No perfume reviews in this one, but we'll work on that. Yeah, man, whatever you want to talk about, just do it. Do you review shirtless, Carl? Yeah. What's your inbox look like, Carl? Tell us about your DMs. I'm always light when it comes to cologne. Well, I'm a heavy oversprayer, but I know where I'm headed, so I don't really have issue. Cologne can be very offensive or overpowering. Yeah, I'd be very careful. Go natural. Do you think Habit Rouge is a fougere? No, it's classified as an oriental. It's got a big balsamic vanilla base. Is it a fougere? I don't know. I would say it's two more. No, I would say it's not. Good night, Antonio. Promise to get to bag. Who did you promise? Yourself? But yeah, I respect that, man. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow, bud. Have a good one. Frederick Malle, the night is office friendly. You can't trust me. He's in the Matrix. Dior Homme Elixir? No. No. How about number 5, Pas de Femme? I don't wear perfume at all. That's a red flag. Yeah, why don't you love perfume? How has perfume insulted you? And why are you here? What are you doing here if you don't love perfume or you don't wear perfume? How did you get here? How did you find your way here? Carl has a 15-foot snowdrift outside his perfume. Some people shower with cologne. When I wear cologne, I spray it once on my wrist and rub. Hey, do you keep contact with Christo? How is he? Saw a few videos with you two this week. It's been a long time since we've spoke. I hope he's doing well. Curious about your thoughts on Habit Rouge Privé, Eugene. I'll let you know as soon as I smell it. What was the first perfume that you fell in love with? It's the first perfume that I fell in love with. I don't know. What does that mean? Like the first perfume that I bought for myself? That would probably be Polo Sport. The original Polo Sport that I bought for myself. But I had perfumes before that. I mean, if we're going back to the OG. Next time go horizontal, then I won't discover you. All right, cool. Except for Interlude, Jubilation, what is your favorite amouage? I like Lyric. I like Lyric, man. Pio is back. Do I dabble in tennis? Am I Chinese? Since the days Nor Nor has been a long time since I've worn it. I like Nor Nor. That's a nice rose too. I've not tried Overture, man. Finally snowing over here. Woo. I think I'm going to step out once more for some fresh air. Right before I go to dreamland. Fresh air helps with dreaming. It's like traveling. It's time traveling. Dreaming is time traveling. Where should I go tonight? Let's go 24 hours. Oh, I need a massage, Pio. That's what I need. Bring me a massage. Am I over 40? A little bit, yeah. A real man wears his Christmas gift from his Nana. Type clone is called Bodman. What is a real man, though, Zara? The first perfume that you bought. Yeah, it was Polo. Polo Sport. I just love the smell. My brother had a bottle of like OG Aqua di Gio whenever that was released. We were just kids. What was the year Aqua di Gio was released? I'll tell you how old I was, but I remember smelling it and going, holy shit, this smells like incredible. Are you happy? Yeah, I'm happy. I'm content. I love what I'm doing. I mean, yeah, my journey's made me happy. My days are filled with like really great moments. So I would say, yeah, I'm happy. Tell me your top 3 Cumin fragrances. Ooh, they're probably all Jean-Claude Elena's, to be honest. Cumin. Oh, a Bois Mysterio would be in there. Bois Mysterio is great. Eau de Hermes. We talked about Eau de Hermes. Cumin. And what about Declaration? Does Declaration have cumin? Or is that more clove or cardamom? It might be all 3. Declaration. Cartier Declaration for clove or for cumin. Bois Mysterio's got cumin, right? How about Serge Luton's Fleur d'Oranger for cumin? Cumin is good in chili. Cumin. Yeah, cumin's a bit nutty. It's almost like what's that other shit called? I like cayenne pepper more, actually. Cumin is a bit rubbery. Does anyone else find cumin rubbery? Everything is rubbery. What's that other shit called? Cumin reminds me of another spice. Fahrenheit perfume for cumin. Yeah? Have you watched America's Got Gays? No, I didn't even know it was a thing. Turmeric. No, it's not turmeric. Nutmeg. 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 That's what it kind of reminds me of. Nutmeg. I'm in a mid-age life crisis. Nutmeg can kill you in high doses. Nutmeg is rubbery as well, eh? Do you guys get rubber from nutmeg? Do I miss being 16? No, not really. I mean, 16 was great, but I love where I am now. Next topic. How about we go sleepy by 6:15 in the mayhem in the AM. 6:15 in the AM. It's time to go get some fresh air and call it a night. Nutmeg somehow works in everything. No, we've been up all night. We've been up all night. It's about to get filthy. Man, I really hate blocking people on here, but I feel like I gotta block so many idiots in here. I don't wear perfume, but when I'm feeling frisky, I'll wear strawberry shortcake lotion. What gets you feeling frisky? How old are you, by the way? How old are you? Before you start getting naughty on us. You're 35. You're in your Optimus Prime. What does that mean? What are you transforming from? What are you transforming into? What's a great concrete accord fragrance? Comme des Garçons has one. I think it's called Concrete, which is weird because it actually is really woody and smells more like sawdust and wood shop than it does concrete. We make the deadline for the new Les Abs for the end of February. I'm not sure yet, Carl. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I'm just, I'm giving them a lot of space and a lot of time to do their thing. I've got things to work on, like simultaneously while they're working on the perfume. All right, guys. Good time to end it, but it was nice hanging out at 6:18 in the AM. Who's still here from the Les Optimists? Zara's no troll. Zara's a regular, man. Les Optimists. She knows the channel well. I don't enjoy synthetic smelling fragrances, but I love when fragrances mimic industrial materials accords. Then you would probably love this. This is great for that. This has that industrial revolution feeling to it. Pumping it. Moose is back, man. What are you killing? Wait, new Les Abs coming? Hasn't been announced officially. Yeah. Yeah, but yes. Yeah, we're working on something. Probably be out in the next, let's say, 2 months, I imagine. I imagine. Yeah. Yeah. It smells like an automotive factory? No. It smells like a leather tannery, a tanning shop. Super curious. Yeah, I'm super excited for it too. Super excited. All right, guys, it was great seeing you. 620, 620, great number. All right, we'll go and we'll all go and meet in a different dimension. Hopefully, we'll see you there. But we won't be far. Guys, have a great day wherever you are in the world. Much love. Talk to y'all later. Bye.